Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a new edition of the Daily Debate. In tonight's show, we're going to be looking at the youth of Egypt. We're going to be talking about empowering them, enabling them, not just in terms of the business-wise, but also in terms of policy-making process. We're going to be focusing on the youth tonight, but before we start doing that, let's check out some of the stories making the news today. And we'll start off with President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, who gave his directives to follow up on efforts of localizing the industry of fishing boats in Egypt. This came during a meeting held by President el-Sisi with Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli, Minister of Local Development Major General Hisham Amna, Chief of the Suez Canal Authority Lieutenant General Osama Rabia, and CEO of South Red Sea Shipping Company SRSS. President el-Sisi was briefed on the situation of localizing the industry of modern fisheries and gave the orders to complete the production of these boats in parallel with the state's efforts of developing natural lakes nationwide and carrying out initiatives to support the fishermen. The meeting also tackled efforts of partnership with the private sector in the industry of modern yachts. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi also instructed today to continue with the Suez Canal Authority and the development strategy. President el-Sisi's directives came during his meeting with Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli and the Suez Canal Authority Chief Osama Rabia. During the meeting, the President followed up the activities of the authority. The head of state reiterated that the complete implementation of the strategy will boost the ranking of the international waterway on global standings. And Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry and the Minister of Tourism and Antiquities, Ahmed Isa, and the Charge d'Affaires of the U.S. Embassy, Daniel Rubenstein, witnessed a ceremony of receiving an ancient pharaonic green coffin and other antiquities from the United States. In a press conference held by Shoukry and the Minister of Tourism and Antiquities, Ahmed Isa, on recovering the green coffin from the U.S., Shoukry said that the Egyptian state is committed to retrieve its antiquities that were illegally smuggled outside of Egypt, stressing that retaining the coffin from the United States to the homeland represents a new phase of Egyptian foreign successes in protecting its treasures. Minister of Tourism and Antiquities said that protecting ancient possessions is considered one of the Egyptian state priorities, pointing that Egypt managed to recover thousands of ancient pieces in recent years, restoring 110,000 artifacts in 2022. These were some of the main stories making the news today, but now turning our attention to tonight's topic. Big changes start with small beginnings, and they start from the youth of Egypt, constituting over 60% of the Egyptian population. Let's check out this report and we'll be right back. The role of youth in influencing policy has undeniably become more important. They can make a real difference. According to the United Nations Youth Strategy, young people's empowerment should not be only an end in itself, but also a means to build a better world. Constituting the largest share of the Egyptian population, it is only evident that governments should be partnering with young people and ensure they are not only heard but also understood, not only engaged but empowered, and not only supporting but also leading policy making. In other words, youth empowerment should go beyond. It is a real opportunity that can truly reflect on innovative solutions to existing challenges. While Egypt's World Youth Forum represents a step forward in making this a reality, there are three main areas it works on and can improve. The first is empowerment, not just engagement. Engagement is not enough for the youth today, because what will truly lead to impact is the empowerment to influence real policies and initiatives. While Egypt's Presidential Leadership Program and National Training Academy are great examples of building the capacity of youth to partake in leadership positions, the focal point should also be providing a channel for input and feedback from young people on the work of policymakers and leaders. The second is strengthen open knowledge platforms and knowledge production on youth challenges. The key to youth empowerment lies not in merely facilitating networking and connection opportunities, but also providing easier access to knowledge. To promote knowledge exchange, the government can capitalize on technology and the internet to cultivate a culture of exchange and cooperation at the expense of bureaucracy, centralization, prioritization and selection. The third is ensure dedicated funding for youth-centered projects and initiatives. World conferences and forums can be a great way to mobilize funding for a certain cause. The World Youth Forum can provide an opportunity to mobilize funding where a youth investment platform can be created to attract direct investment in youth-related projects and strengthen existing funds that support youth initiatives.